Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will explain about a music history from Baroque period, that is Madrigal versus Cantata. What is the difference between Madrigal and Cantata? Madrigal were setting for 2 or 3 voices without accompaniment or with instrument and possibly doubling the vocal lines. Meanwhile, cantata is a vocal composition with an instrumental accompaniment with several movements and involving a choir. What is madrigal and cantata actually? Here I will tell you a brief history about madrigal and cantata. Madrigal original term matricale mean in the mother tongue is a setting for 2 or more voices of a secular text. It was influenced by the motet and the French chanson of the Renaissance. The piece was set to a love poem and unexpected harmonies to attract listeners' attention. Madrigal started to rise from a book of Philippe Verdelet, Primo Libro Madrigal, in Venice 1533. The publication was a great success and the form spread rapidly to several countries in Europe. The madrigal was highly appreciated, especially in England, after the publication of Nicholas Jonge's Musica Transalpina. Madrigal was written around 1530 with simple 4-part settings about carefree aspects of love. Philippe Verdelet and Jacques Arcadel were the 2 leading early composers of madrigals. They made the pieces somewhat contrapuntal and imitative at times or homophonic at others. By mid-century, a northerner Cipriano de Rore began intensifying the music by introducing more dissonant, chromatic notes, more rhythm, and changes in the number of voices singing. It slightly influenced the musical style of northerners such as Philippe de Monte, Orlando di Lasso, and Jacques de Verdi. They began to write madrigals in Italy and spreading the fashion for madrigal writing abroad. Finally, by the late 16th century, the madrigal masters at that time, that is Luca Marenzio, Carlo Gesualdo, and Claudio Monteverdi, they used highly emotional text technique to illustrate these poets that are called madrigalisms, especially in Gesualdo's madrigal, were the key elements in his own dramatic and sordid life. In the 17th century, madrigal was superseded by the cantata. Nowadays, madrigal also often sung by high school or college madrigal choirs that include a play, Renaissance costumes, and chamber music. Cantata from Italian word cantare that means to sing. The meaning of the term changed over time. At the early 17th century, it named cantata a camera, and the cantata da chiesa of the later part of that century. Cantata is best known from the works of around 200 cantatas that are composed by Johann Sebastian Bach, although Bach called them by such older terms as mottetto, concerto, or ode. Sacred cantatas for the liturgy or other occasions. Secular cantatas also were composed for events in the nobility. Secular cantatas were so similar with the sacred one that many of them were parodied to sacred cantatas. Cantata and the other vocal genres were developing in the early years of the Baroque. Then by the late Baroque, the genre of cantata had more become substantial. From 1714, Bach developed a choral cantata, which begins with an elaborate choral fantasy on the first stanza and closes with a simple harmonization. Secular cantatas were also common in Bach's day. Cantatas is also written for a particular events. From about 1800, cantata style became increasingly free, and the term also applied to any large work for solo voice, chorus, and orchestra. Mendelssohn even combined the cantata with the symphony that are called symphony cantata. The improvement of cantata in the 20th century has been fostered by composers such as Britten, who have interest in older forms of music. However, the chamber cantata now appears from many modern composers toward song cycles and the setting of poetry in general. So that's all my explanation about madrigal and cantata. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.